Hey everyone, it's me, Lisa from Lisa Nisman Forks. Well, I'm here to talk to you about the makes that I've made. I've got finished objects and I've started a new make. So I thought I'll let you know what I've been doing. Well, excuse me, the four makes that I got are my stockings. There's one, two, three, and four. Now, what I did was I cast on 30 stitches. I purled the first row. Then the next row was where I knit one. Then I made knit two, made a stitch and knit that, knit the next one, and I did that till I had 44 stitches. And then the first row I purled, then I knit for 9 rows, and then when I got to here was when I knit 18, knit 2 together 4 times, knit 18, purl back, knit 16, knit 2 together 4 times, knit 16, purl back. Then I knit 14, knit 2 together 4 times, knit 14, purl back. Then I knit 12, knit 2 together 4 times, and then knit 12 and purl back. And then with the stripes, I did 4 of the white, 4 of the red, 4 of the white, 4 of the red, and now we're all done in knit and purl. And up here, these were all done just garter stitch. And then, sorry, this one's done with only one stripe. And then with the cords, I sewed it up, and then with the cords, I'd chained 30 stitches, and that's what made them. So when you hang them on your tree or on the fire, you know, above the fire on your mantelpiece, you can have them like that. But that was just using up the little bits of scrap ball that I had on my bed. So that is all gone apart from this little bit of big twist value. Now I did them on a size 4, these on a size 4mm needles. I get about 2 of these done in a day, maybe 3 depending. Now the yarn I used for that was the Four Seasons Marble A-ply, 100% acrylic, 100 grams. I used red, white, and fawn. Made for Spotlight Stores, Pty Ltd, www.spotlightstores.com. And it is care instructions go as cool hand wash, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, dry flat in the shade, low iron dry cleanable. There's 270 meters per ball, so that is well over 600 meters I've used. Be about nearly 800 and something meters, I'm guessing. 4mm needles, which is what I did. Knitting tensions 22 stitches by 30 rows. So it's 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters square, made in India. Now this will go into my bag, with the rest of the ball bands that I can do again. And these 4 that I've done will go with my other 4 that I do have to do. Not my other 4. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got another 6 of these done. So this will make 10 all up that I've got done. That I have 10 of these made up now. That'll go into the my ball yarn. And then the next one that I'm doing is, that I've started, is the eyelet mock cable ribbing stitch. It's a multiples of 5 plus 2, so if you do 45, it'll be 47 because you've got a plus the 2. And I worked it out to 130 blocks on a 4-row repeat. But it does say repeat rows 1 to 4 until you have reached your desired length. But I tend to always go that little bit longer. So in that way they've got longer bit. And the yarn I'm using is the for valuable spray yarn, 150 grams. It's made in China, made for Spotlight, Pty Ltd, www www.spotlightstores.com, and it's in lemon. I got 3 more lemons left, and then I got a tangerine, and then that's this lot of yarn done. It is 100% acrylic, 240 meters per ball, 4.5 millimeter needles, and that is what I'm using. 19 stitches by 25 rows, 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters square. It's a warm machine wash or hand wash. Do not bleach. Do cold rinse throughout. Do not wring. Dry flat in the shade. Do not tumble dry. Do not iron, and it's dry cleanable. So that's all I got left of that one. But like I said, I do have more. So it's just not those ones. So I need to take my needle stoppers off. The little penguins from Temu, not affiliated. I just fancied some new ones. Excuse me. So what I do is, so you can see what I'm doing, is I purl the first two, slip the stitch, and then I take the yarn to you, and then knit two, and that stitch I slipped I pass over. I bring the yarn back to me, purl two, slip that stitch off purlways, the yarn back to you, and then I knit two. That's what I got to do all, and then I got to slip that stitch over. You always make sure you slip that stitch over. And then I do that all the way to the end. And then when I go back, it's a different thing altogether. But I do like this pattern. I've made quite a few scarves out of this pattern. And I find it's really nice pattern that you made. I found it on Google. And if you need to, you can find it on Google too. The eyelet mock cable ribbing stitch. If you type that in, then that way it'll come up for you. But this is a knitting pattern. I don't know for crocheting, for one for crochet. There is probably one out there somewhere along the line. Okay, need to put you back over there because I've made a mistake. So I didn't. I was doing it right. Don't know what I was thinking then. Always thinking something is wrong when it's not. So I do that to the end. And this is one of my favourite scarves to make. Now that I know how to make it. So, and I think it might, excuse me, we've had our, don't like the time changes, but yeah. I'm pretty sure this would be pretty good for a learner to learn, that's learning how to knit, to make one of these. Now, for row 2, this is what we do. We knit the first 2 stitches, put the yarn back to me, purl the first one, wrap the yarn around the needle, like so, and then purl the next one. Yarn away from you, knit the 2, the yarn to you, purl 1, wrap the yarn around, purl 1, the yarn away from you, and then you knit the 2. Yarn to you, purl 1, yarn around, purl 1. And we do that all the way to the end of the line. And then row 3, you purl 2, knit 3, purl 2, knit 3, purl 2 to the end. Row 4 is knit 2, purl 3, knit 2, purl 3 to the end. That's it. That's your 4 rows. And then that's your 4 rows, and then it just keeps going on and on and on until you come to your desired length. So I make mine at about 130 blocks. Sometimes I have done more to make it feel a bit more longer, to wrap it around a little bit more better. And that way, the homeless can have a longer scarf on to keep even to their ears warm, or the back of their heads, depending on how they do it. And then what I'll do is now I'll mark it off in my book. I do write in my book, and I'll show you, that all my lines, so then that way if I happen to get up, I know exactly where I'm up to. I prefer to write it in the book than use a stitch counter. I don't really like the stitch counters, whereas I don't mind doing it on a bit of paper, because I've always got paper and I've always got pens. I do it that way. So I do hope you get the chance to like and comment, and like a little emoji. It helps the algorithm of the video. So that's what I've done so far. And I do use stitch markers, so then that way I can tell you that I've gone from there to there, and how long it actually take me to make the length of it. So stitch markers are your best friends, so don't be frightened to use them. And I will see you on the YouTube streets. Bye.